In this video, I am going to talk logic app and I will also create one complex logic app. But I would recommend please visit my previous video to get the more understanding on the logic app. That might be help you to continue with this video. And you can see the on the top of that you are getting the link for that. So let us move, and I have already explained this complete what is the purpose of the workflow and what is the workflow, how to create the workflow with the help of the Azure Logic app. So everything you can watch in my previous video to more understanding, and that's why I have given already the basic introduction about the logic app, what is the serverless engine, what is the workflow, visual designer, scalable integrations, everything I have explained, and all those things, how many triggers are there. So in this demo, what I'm going to explain, first I will create one HTTP request and that will receive the response. First I will go for the get, then I will go for the post. After this successfully implemented, I will add one more cube, so data will go to the cube, storage cube, and then after that I will also add one email. So data will come from HTTP request through the post method. It will go the queue. From queue it will come to the email, and from the email it will come to the response. So it is, and then obviously I'm expecting we should have one email account with the outlook.com. If it is not there, you can create the free account on the outlook.com to make this demo successfully. And I need the one queue, so for that I have to create one storage account. So let us start the demo part. So first I hope you would have the Azure subscriptions, paid subscriptions. um, Come here and first create the storage account. So you can see here storage account, click here and give one name. And I have already created one resource group, YouTube demo resource group, or you can create new one and you can use the existing one. So I will give one YouTube storage demo, YouTube storage demo, and then hit the preview button, then create. So our storage account name is YouTube storage demo. Then you have to create one, you have to wait till the deployment successfully done. Then we have to create one queue. It's done. So I have already posted one video on the storage account, so I would say please visit the storage account to get more detail. So in this case I will come in the queue, you can see here on the left side, and click on the cube and I say YouTube queue and click OK button. So now it's done. So now I open the new tab. So now we have to create the first logic app, right? So hit this button, all services, and type the logic app. Here you are seeing, right? So click here, and I don't have any logic app, so hit this button. I'm going to use the consumption, so it will create the serverless logic app. I want more space, so resource group, I have already told that I have this resource group, YouTube demo resource group, and the logic app, YouTube logic app. Okay, and no need to do anything. Create. We create it. Now let me first introduce where you can do what in the logic app page. So this is the introduction for the logic app given by Microsoft. So you can also watch this video, good information over there. These are the inbuilt triggers are there that we have discussed, and see there are the many way to create the logic app. Either you can create with the blank logic app template, or there are the many template are over here. So even you can filter out, you have the many kind of the logic app template. So but this time I'm going to create the blank logic app. So as I says in the diagram, that first we create the HTTP request, right? So I will start from here, HTTP request and response. So for that you have to type request here. So I type request, see request there. So this is the trigger, and there are the many other triggers. I want to when a HTTP request is received. First one I select, and come here, add a new parameter. I will check the method. Now this method is coming here, and first time I will check the get method, just make you introduce, but most of our example based upon the post, but just let me explain this one. This part is done. You can minimize with the help of clicking here. And now the next step, once you get the message what you want to do, so I want to just response, means nothing, just I get a message and response back, not more than. If you see here, we have the response, click here, and very simple message I can get, hello, I got your message, simple post. There are many dynamic content out there, explain that I will discuss later. So that's it, just to show you this is the minimum things I can do in the logic app. Save it. If you are not getting the save button enabled, so just switch to the Chrome or the Firefox, you will get this button. I also get the problem with other browsers. Done. Now how I check it whether this is working or not? So you do something, click here, and this time you think this is, we got it, one URL. Copy this URL, open the browser, because this is a gate, we can use that, and hit here. You will get a message, hello, I got your message, right? So even I have opened the postman, I use the gate and hit this, no need to configure anything, you will get the message, hello, I got your message. So simple, right? But I want to make it some more complex. So now I am going to make it the post, and I want to send some message in the post. So you have to create the JSON for that. So the easy way to get the JSON schema, you copy the data, what data you want to send. So I copy it and click this link here, right here, and paste it. So what it will do, it will not get your data, but depend upon the data it will create the schema. So they create the schema. So what I'm sending the name, subject, message, and the country. Okay, and this part is done. Now what I'm doing now, I'm going to send the response, right? In response, I want to get all the message. So what you will do here, now you can say hello. Now see whatever the response, the JSON is there, or the JSON came here, name, subject, message, country, automatically. So I will just say hello, name, and say your subject is, I can say the subject, I'm not going to take anything, to just in interest of the time, and take the country. That's it. Now just save it, and I want to test now. For the test, come here, copy. As this is the post, so we have to use the postman. Remove it, paste the new path, make the method is post. Go to the header, this is a JSON, right? So the content type is the application JSON, right? And go to the body part, go to the raw, and copy the same. So first thing, copy this content, name, subject, and all those things, copy it, and just hit the button send. So I should get the message here, right? Hello, have been on the new subject. So everything is okay, fine. We got the message. And let me show one thing here in the, we have also the monitoring. So you can monitor, you can see the run history. So it will show how many times this has been executed. So if you do the refresh, every time it is showing the success rate. And we are also changing the many, we are saving the different through the designer. So all the versioning is also here, how many times I have changed. Okay, again come to the designer part. So we have done this part, right? We have the HTTP request and response. Now we are going to add one queue, right? So how you will do, come here plus sign is right, hit the plus sign, add the action. Action is the Azure queue storage. So now this is the Azure queue. What I want to do, I want to put one message in the queue. So now it is saying the connection name. So you have to give one connection name. So you can give the YouTube connection storage. And this is my storage account, right? So we have created this one. So click this one. So what happened in behind that, to communicate between the logic app in and with the cube, they create one API, and that API has been created behind the scene without knowing things. And if you want to see, you come here resource, in all the resource, if you refresh it, you will see that YouTube demo, and you see this is the one API has been created. Okay, so come here, and now he's asking which cube you want to put the data, right? So we create this cube, YouTube, and what the message you want to put. So I have already the message name. I can take the name from here, and subject, I can take the subject from here. Then I can get message, I can get the message here, and country, I can get the country here. That's it. So now what happens when we hit the HTTP, it will go to the queue. After queue, it will come to the response, right? Save it. And now how you will test? Copy this path, come to the postman, this path anyhow is there, and let it be the same message, right? So now the two action item, one we got it here. Now second, go to the storage account. Here, this is the cube. If you come to the cube, see you got the message. This is hello Binod subject. This is important message, and so this also come into the queue, right? So now this part is done. HTTP triggers, coming the message to queue and coming the response. Now let me add one email service here, right? So come to the designer part, and in this designer, after this cube, I want to add one more here, action. And this is the, anyhow it is showing the Outlook, but for you, you have to type Outlook. So you have to use the outlook.com. And what is saying? Saying that the what you want to send the email, right? So send an email. Click here. Obviously, then it need the credential because it is sending from you. That's why this pop-up box come to the authenticate, right? So let me show you. I have this my account binodsuman@outlook.com. So message should become appear here. So this is binodsuman@outlook.com. Next, we have the password. Now you get the message that it is connected. Sign in already. So now he is saying to whom you want to send the message. Let me send the message to myself. binodsuman@outlook.com. What is the subject? I can take the subject from here and say what is the message. I can say hi admin, I have this problem, so yeah, you have to show your problem, right? So you can see the message here. So you have to type message, it will come the message and thanks, and who is sending, so it is coming from the name. So send the name over here, right? And you have to also specify from which country this issue is there, so you can say the country name also. So you have to just search the country name, right? That's it. So now we have done. Now queue is also configured, this is also configured, and let me just save. Go the queue, refresh it, go to the overview, and let me the queue of the cube. So all the things will be queued in the cube. Right. Now come here, and we have to execute. We have to now test. So copy this, post main, same path is there, and you are going to hit now. Now this message would go to the three places. One is the queue. Let me first check in the queue. So this is the queue. So you can see this is the important message, it came here. And now let me show to my Outlook also. If you see, this also came, right? Hi admin, we solved this ticket, thank you, country, this Binod, right? This is also working, and the third part you have already shown, this is here. So this way we can explain that all the things is working fine, right? Even if you I already showed to you the monitoring part. If you come here, if you click here, it will show that all the parts has been executed, whatever the designer parts is there. So see, this all the tick, so it is working. So this was the little bit the good exercise on the logic app. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel. A lot of effort is going to behind that, and please watch all the logic app videos to get the more understanding. Thank you very much.